What's up, guys? It's Ty here, and today I have the Week 6 recap for the 2018 NBA season. Let's get started here on Monday, November 20th, a week ago. And the Celtics, they won 16 straight behind Kyrie's 47 points. I believe we already talked about this. We might have, but the Celtics did go into overtime and win the game. They were down, but they came back, and they won. Harrison Barnes had 31 points for the Mavs. The Hornets beat the Timberwolves 118-102. Karl-Anthony Towns had 18 points and 12 rebounds. Dwight Howard, though, outdueled him. He had 25 points, 20 rebounds, and 4 blocks. A 2020 night for Dwight. Rhyming accidentally. The Cavaliers, they've won 5 straight. They beat the Pistons by 28. They win 116-88. Kevin Love with the double-double. He had 19 points and 11 boards. And yeah, that's it. Nothing really crazy from Detroit's side. The Indiana Pacers beat the Orlando Magic, who have fizzled out really. They won 105-97. Victor Oladipo had 29 points and 9 rebounds, 1 rebound short of a double-double. Nikola Vucevic was not a rebound short of a double-double. He had 25 points and 13 boards. The 76ers beat the Utah Jazz 107-86. Ben Simmons was the point guard in that game. He had 27 points and 10 rebounds. Donovan Mitchell led the scoring for the Jazz with 17 points. The New York Knicks beat the Los Angeles Clippers. Can the Clippers stop losing? They can't. They went 107-85. Porzingis had 25 points for the Knicks, and Blake Griffin had 21 points for the Clippers. The Trailblazers beat the mightily struggling Grizzlies, man, 100-92. Noah Vonleh had 11 points and 18 rebounds for Portland. Good game from him. And Mario Chalmers had 21 points for Memphis. The Wizards beat the Bucks 99-88. Bradley Beal had 23 points for the Wizards. Apparently he made history. Don't know what he made history for. And then Giannis had 23 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. The New Orleans Pelicans beat the Oklahoma City Thunder 114-107. Russell Westbrook's triple-double was not enough for them to win. He had 22 points, 16 rebounds, and 12 assists. Anthony Davis, 36 points and 15 boards for him. What a game. The San Antonio Spurs beat the Atlanta Hawks 96-85. John Collins, rookie out of Wake Forest, 21 points, 9 rebounds, 1 rebound short of a double-double. Great game from him. Kyle Anderson led the scoring for the Spurs. Wouldn't expect that. And then the Denver Nuggets beat the Sacramento Kings 114-98. Will Barton had 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. George Hill led the scoring for the Kings. There was one game on Tuesday night, and that was the Los Angeles Lakers making a comeback, outscoring the Bulls 61-38, it looks like, in the second half to win 103-94. Denzel Valentine was a rebound short of a double-double. He had 17, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope led the scoring for the Lakers with 21 points. On to Wednesday's action. There's a whole ton of Wednesday action because, as you guys can see, there was no Thursday action because that was Thanksgiving and no one played on Thanksgiving. And you see it. I see it. I'm sad. You're sad. The Miami Heat did snap the 16-game losing streak. They beat the Boston Celtics 104-98. Jason Tatum, or J-Tay, I like to call him, he had 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. But Goran Dragic's 27 points were too much for Miami, and that's a sad sight as a Celtics fan. But, you know, the streak had to end eventually, and, I mean, the Celtics almost brought it back. They outscored the Heat 35-25 in the fourth, but you can't always have to come back. You got to, you know, learn to get a dominant lead, Celtics, but that's all right. It's going to be okay. The Charlotte Hornets beat the Washington Wizards in overtime, 129-124. John Wall had a double-double. He had 31 points with 11 assists. And Dwight Howard, another good game from him, 26 points and 13 rebounds from him. Ooh. The Cavs cannot stop winning. They've won 6 straight. They're trying to pull them a streak of their own. They beat the Brooklyn Nets 119-109. LeBron James had 33 points for the Cleveland, and Joe Harris had 18 points for Brooklyn. Don't know who Joe Harris is. Don't know who he is. All right. 76ers beat the Blazers by 20, 101-81. Damian Lillard had 30 points for the Trailblazers, and Joel Embiid, 28 and 12 game from him. He's a beast. He's a beast. Hey, the Clippers, they won a freaking game behind Blake Griffin's triple-double, 26 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Jeez. They beat the Hawks 116-103. John Collins had a double-double. John Collins playing great this season. Maybe a Rookie of the Year contender. Probably not compared to like Ben Simmons, but still, he could be up there. You never know. Second team, nothing wrong with that. It's a stacked rookie class. The New York Knicks beat the Toronto Raptors 108-100. Probably buoyed by the 41-10 points, or 10-point third quarter. Probably that's probably the reason. They almost blew it though. They outscored 31-19 in the fourth. Kyle Lowry had 25 points and 10 boards. And Tim Hardaway Jr., 38 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. What a night from him. Jeez. And the Houston Rockets beat the Denver Nuggets by 30. They won 125-95. Will Barton had 20 points for Denver. And Chris Paul back in the lineup. He had 23 points and 12 assists. Good to see that he is back and healthy. The Dallas Mavericks beat the Memphis Grizzlies 95-94 after Harrison Barnes did hit a buzzer beater. He actually led the scoring for the Mavs with 22 points. And Tyreke Evans had 18 points, 9 boards, and 7 assists for Memphis. The Magic, man, they keep on losing. The Timberwolves outscored them 41-18 in the third, but then the Magic outscored them 38-18 in the fourth, but the Timberwolves did hold on. Aaron Gordon was 1 rebound shy of a dub. He had 26 points, and then Jeff Teague had 22 points and 11 assists. He had himself a dub. The New Orleans Pelicans beat the San Antonio Spurs 107-90. Pau Gasol 17 points, 9 rebounds were not no match for Anthony Davis's 29 points and 11 rebounds. Great game from him. The Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Golden State Warriors 108-91. Russell Westbrook 1 assist shy of a triple-double. He had 34 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists. And then Steph Curry had 24 points. And Russ and Kevin Durant got a little bit of a scuffle. I mean, there's no fighting, but like, you know, little words being trash talked back and forth. This is pretty nice to see. The Thunder, though, still under 500, so that's kind of funny. The Milwaukee Bucks beat the Phoenix Suns in OT 113-107. Chris Middleton had 40 points and 9 rebounds. Jeez. And then Greg Monroe, who was part of the trade to get Eric Bledsoe in Milwaukee, he had 22 points and 15 rebounds against his former team. Wow. Hey, the Utah Jazz beat the Chicago Bulls 110-80. It's a blowout. Bobby Portis had 14 points for the Bulls. Derek Favors had 23 points for the Jazz. And the Sacramento Kings beat the Los Angeles Lakers 113-102. Lonzo had 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 11 assists, so double-double for him. And then Zach Randolph, 22.7 boards and 7 assists for the Kings. Jeez. All right, on to Friday now. We're just like, a lot of games. We're trying to go a little quicker here now, guys. The Celtics, they bounced back after their streak was broken. They beat the Magic 118-103. Kyrie had 30 points. He's a beast. Nikolai Vucevic had 12 and 11 for the Magic. The Trailblazers beat the Nets by 2, 127-125. Yusuf Nurkic's 29 points and 15 rebounds were the reason why they won, and Spencer Dinwiddie had 23 points for the Nets. The Hawks got a win. Wow. Yeah, it looks like the Knicks do struggle on the road. They are 1-5 on the road. They lose 104-116 to those Hawks. Courtney Lee led the scoring for the Knicks with 26 points, and Dennis Schroeder had 26 points for the Hawks. Cavs, man, they've won 7 straight. They beat the Hornets by 1 point. LeBron had a triple-double. He had 27 points, 16 rebounds, and 13 assists. And then Dwight Howard had 20 points and 13 rebounds. He's been playing great lately. He's having a nice string of performances. The Pacers beat the Raptors 107-104. Kyle Lowry almost had a triple-double. He had a double-double with 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists. Darren Collison had 17 points for the Pacers. The Heat, after riding high after beating the Celtics, they beat the Timberwolves 109-97. Goran Dragic had 20 points, and Karl Anthony Towns had 18 and 11. Russell Westbrook may have had a triple-double, but it wasn't enough to beat the Detroit Pistons. They won 99-98. Very, very close one. Russ had 27 points, 11 boards, and 11 assists. But Andre Drummond had 17 points, 14 rebounds, and Detroit picked up the victory. Oh, the struggling Grizzlies, the struggling Grizzlies. The Denver Nuggets beat them 104-92. Marc Gasol had 15 points and 14 assists, and Nikola Jokic, 28 points, 13 rebounds, and 8 assists, too shy of a triple-double. Dang. The Pelicans, man, they've been winning some games lately. They beat the Suns 115-89. Anthony Davis had 23 points, Tyson Chandler 14 for the Suns. And then the Warriors beat the Bulls by 49 points. All right. Steph had 33 points. And then Jerrion Grant had 21 points for the Bulls. Yeah, that's a blowout. You could say that you could say that's a blowout. It's not good, guys. That's really not good. Dang, a lot of games again. Jesus. All right, the Boston Celtics, they win their second straight. They're going on another winning streak, guys. I'm calling it right now. Okay, it's probably gonna happen, but still, we beat the Pacers 108-98. Kyrie had 25, but Al Horford had 21, 5 boards and 6 assists. Lance Stevenson had 16 points for the Pacers. San Antonio Spurs beat the Charlotte Hornets 106-86. LaMarcus Aldridge had 17 points for the Spurs, and Kemba had 18 for the Hornets. 76ers, man, they keep winning. I think they've won 4 in a row. They beat the struggling Magic 132-111. TJ McConnell, 15 points, 13 rebounds, or 13 assists, and 7 rebounds. Jeez. And Elfrid Payton almost had a triple-double for the Magic. He had 22 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists. The Trailblazers beat the Washington Wizards 108-105. They outscored the Wizards 35-22 in the fourth quarter. Damian Lillard had 29 points for the Trailblazers, and Otto Porter had a double-double with 24 points and 10 rebounds. The Raptors get back on track as they beat the Hawks 112-78. Yuck. Ew. Kyle Lowry had 15 points and 13 rebounds, and I'm not even talking about Dennis Schroeder in that next one, even though I just did. All right, the Rockets beat the struggling away team of the New York Knicks 117-102. Kyle O'Quinn from Norfolk State. I know that because I watched. If you guys watched the tournament a couple years back when Norfolk State was the 15 seed and they beat the number 2 seeded Missouri Tigers. I mean, Kyle O'Quinn was the best player on that Norfolk State team. If you guys remember that game, or if that's also the reason why you know Kyle O'Quinn, let me know down in the comment section. He had 20 points and 15 rebounds, but James Harden's 37 points and 10 assists were too much for the New York Knicks. Man. The freaking Thunder cannot win. They beat the Warriors, but they lose to the 5-15 Dallas Mavericks, 97-81. Russell Westbrook had 28 points, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists, and Dirk had 19 points for Dallas. It was Dennis Smith's birthday. How sweet is that? And then the Pelicans' winning streak was going to lose any time. It was going to be, obviously, to the Warriors. The Warriors beat them 110-95. Anthony Davis had 30 points and 15 rebounds, and then Clay had 24 points for the Warriors. The Jazz, who are really a great home team, they beat the Bucks 121-108. Giannis's 27 points and 13 rebounds were not enough, and Donovan Mitchell again leading the scoring for the Jazz. He had 24 points. Then the Los Angeles Clippers beat the Sacramento Kings 97-95. Blake Griffin had 33 points for the Clippers, and Buddy Hield, first time seeing his name all year, he had 27 points for the Kings. Wow. And now on to Sunday. It wasn't a lot of games Sunday. Miami Heat, man, they've won 3 straight. Man, what a high-scoring first quarter. Wow. Wow. Very high-scoring first quarter. That's a lie. The Heat beat the Bulls 100-93. James Johnson had 15 points for the Heat, And then Denzel Valentine, double-double. He had 14 points, 13 rebounds for Chi-Town. The Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Phoenix Suns 119-108. Mike James? Is that Mike James? Mike James? Wait, he played for Virginia? I don't know. He had 26 points for the Suns, but Karl-Anthony Towns had 32 points and 12 rebounds for Minnesota. Oh, what a great game. And the Nets, they beat the struggling Grizzlies. Wow, that's insane. His voice crack. DeMarre Carroll had 24 points for the Nets, and then Tyreke Evans, always leading the scoring for Memphis. He had 18 points. What a year of resurgence for him. And now on to today's games. Obviously, the Celtics are down by 3 to the Pistons at half. I do think the Celtics will actually end up winning this game. Andre Drummond, though, 12 points, 15 boards. Jeez, but Kyrie's playing great. The Pacers are beating the Magic. I think the Pacers will win this game, though. Victor Oladipo had himself a nice game. Double-double for Nikolai Vucevic. I want the Sixers to win this game, but I do know the Cavs are going to win this game. LeBron is definitely going to get a triple-double, I think. But Joel Embiid, 27 points for the Sixers. He made both his free throws. Good job, Joel. Blazers are kicking the Knicks' arses. No crazy stat line there. The Rockets just scored 43 and a quarter. What's new? James Harden has 20 points, and it's only been about what am I thinking? 16 minutes. I mean, what's new? Maximilian Kleber's leading the scoring. Has 5 of the 7 points for the Mavericks. That's cool. I think the Spurs will win this game. I think the Rockets win this game. Trailblazers win that game. The Warriors are going to roll. They're going to roll pretty bad. And I actually think the Clippers are going to win 3 straight, and they're going to beat the Lakers in the Staples Center, which is actually just their home court as well. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll leave you on the standings. If you haven't already, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't already. This is Tyler signing off saying, I'll see you in the next one guys. Have a good one. Later.